Welcome to JAIIB CIB English Medium. And today we are conducting AFM Exam Analysis. To do subscribe to our channel, share this link with your upcoming JAIIB candidate session so that they can get the benefit of first schedule. So here we are discussing questions that are actually from your first session. Okay. So if you know few more questions to please share with us so that we can write here and it will be beneficial for upcoming sessions also. So like first section, question 10. First question was from your section 10. Okay, this one is from your income tax. From your income tax about exempt income. There are different type of exempt incomes we have, like agriculture income. And then second we have LLP registration. Okay, LLP registration, that is limited liability partnership registration. This is done through Ministry of Corporate Affairs. We call it as MCA. Then third question was from your members. Okay. Members in your private company. So minimum 2 and maximum in your private company 200. In your public company, there is minimum requirement, that is 7, maximum. There is no such requirement. Okay? And after that, next question was from cash book. And
regarding contra entry was there, na?
Yes, ma'am. Then we have contra entry. Then next question we have from
there was a question on capital and revenue expenditure based question was also there, I believe.
Oh, okay. Capital expenditure and revenue expenditure. Well, 2 or 3 questions from your ratios, that is liquidity ratio.
Normally, this is always asked. Liquidity ratio is something which they never miss. I think we have covered in our, I've covered in both the marathons the questions on liquidity ratio because this is one of their favorite ratios to cover.
And current ratio. Okay, liquidity ratio's other name is our asset test also, or liquid quick asset test also. This is the other names of liquidity ratio. Then we have capital and revenue expenditure question, and after that
we had a question on bills of exchange. We had discounting wala point. See, what do you mean by discounting, everyone?
Discounting.
If I sell a specific bill to the people there, that is if you get your bill, bills of exchange, I'm owning a bills receivable and I give it to the bank and say that you keep it, you give me the remaining money for that. So what they do is they deduct a certain part of it and they give the remaining part to us. Bills of exchange, I think if we talk about the discounting part, it is one of the important areas of bills of exchange along with the due date wala area.
So I think, ma'am, from bills of exchange, they ask the journal entry on this discount part. So this is the journal entry you need to pass for discounting. Cash account debit, discount charges account debit to bills receivable. Okay. Then we have next question from your break-even analysis. So the formula for calculating break-even is your fixed cost divided by contribution that you have per unit. Remember, break-even is a point which says about no profit, no loss situation. Okay, then
I would like to add something. Yes. When we talk about the fixed cost upon country, this is only for calculating of break-even point in units, everyone. What if they give this particular point ki let us know that what is your break-even point in rupees. Then you have to take fixed cost upon PV ratio. And there was a question on PV ratio as well. This is FC upon PV. Ma'am, write the particular formula for PV ratio as well, please.
So PV ratio formula is your contribution divided by
country upon sales.
Yes, PV ratio equal to contribution divided by sales into 100. So I think that cost amount is 100 and they have given PV ratio around 25, something like that. So your sales amount will be 1200. So this was the question in your first shift. Then apart
Very
from
easy
this,
question.
yes. Then AS3.
AS3 is cash flow statement. The other Ind AS for this is Ind AS7.
Cash flow statement we talk about. And for Indes, we have Indes 7. Yes. And apart from this, management accounting. Yes, ma'am.
Right, ma'am. There was a question on coupon rate and YTM as well, na?
Yes, yes.
Everyone, coupon rate is
equal to, if your YTM, then it will be your par value equal to your face value. Okay, whatever value you are going to calculate, it will be equal to your face value. Then, yes, then next question was
this
from
part
your
is
only,
the everyone
yes.
When we talk about this coupon rate wala thing, na, this is a part of the theorems under YTM, which is something which they never miss in the examination. We discuss it in Chalisa as well. And there was a question which I gave in the marathon about this.
Yes. Then we have omni-channel banking, in which we have physical form plus online platform both. Okay, this is your omni-channel banking. On the other hand, if they are asking that only you are using the online platforms, then that is your neo banking. There is no physical office. That is your neo banking and omni-channel banking. Then AS29, that is provisions.
Contingencies. Contingent assets and contingent liabilities.
And liabilities. And after that, we have a question from lease also.
Lease is also one of the AS. It is AS19.
Yes, AS19, and as per AS and Ind AS, they divide into operating and financing lease. Okay, we have only two type of bifurcations.
The other bifurcation would include wet and dry lease. Wet lease is where the owner has the particular responsibility, and when the particular liability of the maintenance is on the owner is called wet lease. When it is on the person who is actually using it, it's called dry lease.
Then after that, one more question was from your GST Council. Okay. So under GST Council, we have central ministers. Along with that, we have state finance ministers. Yes. Then
there was a question on PV ratio done. Working capital classification.
Working capital
classification.
Working capital.
Right, ma'am.
Classification.
Most probably, I think since the particular question was not clear, most probably it can relate to the area of Tandon Committee, one of the most important areas of working capital.
So, might be based on Tandon Committee. Then next question from your forward also. Forward contract. In that, they asked like if there is 3 months contract, if there is a 3 months contract, so this is what? This is your spot after 3 months, or you are going to get the forward. So that answer is your forward. Okay? That is not spot.
When we talk about forward, these are over the counter as well. When two parties are going to sit and talk about it. So this is OTC.
This is over the counter. We have like two markets now, trade and this over the counters. So forward is your over the counter. Yes. Then next we have question from
application and allotment is also asked.
Okay. Application journal entry, ma'am.
I believe, ma'am, application allotment questions were asked. Most probably this would have been a case study. Everybody who was there in the session, please help us out.
Like case study might be journal entry. They are asking through that.
I think so. Everyone, please let us know and please like the session and subscribe to the channel right away. And share it among your peers. Congratulations, Ashok sir. Everyone who has joined in, please let us know your marks as well. There are a good number of bankers who have joined the particular session. Please help us out. Let us know what are your marks, please.
See, one question was there that patent sold. Okay. And in this, you need to identify that whether it is investing activity, operating activity, or financing activity. So if patent sold is there, that is your investing activity.
And this is inflow of cash.
This is inflow of cash. Then apart from this,
there was a question on compound interest as well, ma'am.
Compound interest. One question based on compound interest, I think that one is based on monthly or half-yearly calculation, something like that, no, ma'am?
Yes. When we talk about this area, everyone, in this case, always remember if we are converting into half yearly or quarterly, what they can do in the examination is if they have asked about half yearly in one, they can ask the quarterly in another. So when we talk about this area, remember you have to divide your interest rate by that amount, and your compounding, the number of years, have to be multiplied by the same.
Yes. That's what I'm thinking. What's wrong with this? Yes.
See, if I talk about, we have got 12% for the entire year, just divided by 2, that would be 6% for half year. And in terms of your years, you have to multiply it by 2. Okay? If it's for 6 years, then it is 6 into 2. It will become 12. Compounding would be for 12.
And rate will become half. Okay. So this is one example we are giving you, so you can better understand this one. Yes. Apart from this, anyone can tell us?
There was some journal entry as well. I think one was regarding this particular area of bills of exchange. Was there anything else, everyone? Please let us know. Looking forward towards your replies, everyone. The good number of bankers in this particular session, please let us know. Give us the insight of the examination further that we have missed out. In terms of application and allotment, we have already covered in the in our sessions. Even I think we have covered in the particular class there. I talked about the application and allotment. Application is what you apply in terms of shares, and allotment is what you get. See, if I apply for 10,000 shares, the company has lesser number of shares. Then what will happen? They can give me lesser number of shares. That is where we talk about you apply for more and then you get less. This is a case of pro rata. Matlab, I asked people to give me 10,000 shares and they said, nahi, we'd have maximum 4. So they'll give me 4, and the extra money that I've given, that would be adjusted in allotment. This kind of question is normally expected in the examination.
Yes.
Everybody?
Yes.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Yes. Then we had one question from ATG. Okay, they are asked about the donations. So if we are donating to charitable institute, then ATG. But if they are asking you charity and what registration section you required, then please select section 11 for that. Okay? Only if your charity or NGOs are registered under section 11, then only you will be getting the donation deduction under ATG. And next question was from your ATC about LIC, premium payment. And the maximum cap is your 1,50,000.
ATG, basically from ATC to ATU, it is covered under Chapter 6A of Income Tax Act 1961, everyone. So when we talk about ATG, there can be a question regarding the amount even. Ki maximum that you can give in cash is rupees 2,000.
Maximum you can give, that is under this, that is 2,000. Yes. And then we had the next question.
Congratulations, Rahul sir.
Council. GST Council talks about central plus state members. As I already told you, I think somewhere in a way.
We had to return it somewhere, ma'am.
No? Yes.
There it is. GST Council, central plus state finance ministers. Just above working capital
Yes,
classification, ma'am.
Yes. So this is what we already discussed. Then
I think,
what else questions?
ma'am, if possible, kindly provide them the detail of the compound and the simple interest formula as well, so
Yes,
that they
ma'am.
don't get confused in the examination.
Just give me a moment, ma'am.
Sure, ma'am.
So the simple interest formula will be your P into R into T. Okay, this will be divided by 12 if we need to calculate or multiplied by 100. So this is a simple interest formula. For your compound interest, we need to use P into 1 plus R into T. R is your rate. This is your number of times. This is your amount. Okay, this is the formula you can use for simple interest and compound interest calculation.
And everyone, I think we have covered almost every particular section there. I think all I can do is we can add further in terms of section 10 there. In terms of section 10 of Income Tax Act, it is covered exclusively the exempted incomes. It includes the area of agriculture income, the gratuity that you receive. All these things are covered there. Since you have paid taxes for years, whatever you get is covered in this area.
That scholarship you get from education,
any awards that we receive in
Yes.
terms of the government, whatever they provide is covered here.
Yeah. And after that, one more question based on statutory audit. Okay. Question from your statutory audit. And then we had one more question from your
What do you mean by the term statutory audit, everyone? Statutory means which is required by statute. Statute means which is required to be taken care by law. Law decides who's going to be your particular auditor, and it is basically
Examination.
taken by CAG.
examination of your financial statements. Okay, so that they can give true and fair view. Yes. Then risk-based audit. Yes. Then based on golden rule also they asked.
They normally ask, but the golden rule is something which they've never missed in the examination. For some reason, they have been obsessed with it.
Okay, so let's discuss this golden rule fully. So there are three accounts like real, personal, and nominal. So real debit means what comes in, credit means what goes out. Okay, then under personal debit, the receiver, then credit means the giver. And in the nominal, debit equal to expenses, losses. Then for nominal credit, all your income gains. So this is your golden rule classification.
The golden rule that we're talking about is basically this is called the English approach, also called the approach which is traditional. There's another approach which is followed by American, which they just talk about all the elements which is cradle, capital, revenue, assets, drawings, and liabilities and expenses. They decide the nature of each and every part, and then they talk about it. Capital will always will be increased from the credit side. C for capital, C for credit, D for drawings, D for debit. So under the American rule, they have more simpler terms as compared to the golden rule of accounting. But the golden rule of accounting is traditional, and this is particularly asked in the examination every single time. Almost every attempt has got it. Ma'am, was there any question on the concepts of accounting? Normally, they always ask a question on the concept area.
No one shared that one, ma'am. One question was from your balance sheet equation, okay, in which they need to calculate net worth. So asset minus liability, when you get net worth.
The other name for net worth is capital. So that is the money that the proprietor is putting there. Ma'am, please write the term capital there as well.
Yes. So capital, shareholders fund, everything will be same thing.
Equity, shareholder funds, this is all the names of this area.
Yes. I think there's no question from depreciation also. No one is
Normally they
sharing
ask
that
the
well.
question. Even I've seen that. There was no question from depreciation.
I think most of the areas we
There are
covered.
no chances of any grace marks or something. But yeah, if you are scoring above 45 in this examination, everyone, then the aggregate if is above 50% total, na, so then you can still pass. Because I don't think I've heard that there was any question which was wrong. You know? So if there was no wrong question, the chances are less that they can be doing any of these things.
One question from this deferred tax concept. Remember, deferred tax concept, when there is a difference, that difference can be a permanent difference, that difference can be a temporary difference. Permanent difference generally we get because of interest payments or fines or penalties. Because of this, we get all this permanent difference, temporary difference. Again, it is further divided into deferred tax asset and deferred tax liability. And generally, we take the example of depreciation in this. So this is about your deferred tax.
When we
And
talk about deferred tax, that this is basically because of the fight between Companies Act and the Income Tax Act. Just because these two have a different scenario of treatment of the various items, we lead to a situation where it can be permanent or it can be temporary.
yes, one question from your infrastructure project. Infrastructure project that life is 20 or 30 years. So for infrastructure project, your life can maximum extend up to 30 years. But if it is apart from infrastructure, like normal companies, if we say apart from infrastructure, then only 20 years. So this question is from your preference shares. This question is from your preference shares. But remember, in this 30 years, you need to redeem from 21st year at least 10%. Okay, from the 21st year, you need to start redeeming at least 10%. Then,
In our country, we cannot issue irredeemable preference shares.
yes, redeemable preference shares, we cannot
Ma'am, there
issue.
was a question regarding AS 10 as well, property, plant, and equipment, where they talked about depreciation somehow.
Okay, so we have one question related to AS10.
Sir, basically, na AS6 is something which has been removed. AS6 was depreciation, which was later on merged in AS10, and AS10 were earlier known as fixed assets. Now it is called property, plant, and equipment. Congratulations, Divya ma'am.
Everyone.
Everybody, please let us know what are your marks. There are a good number of bankers in the session. If you are someone who's preparing for the particular last shift, then please let us know about the particular points where you would like us to discuss. If there's any doubt, you can definitely go ahead and ask us. Ma'am, if possible, kindly elaborate about the various ATC options as well. You never know if they give questions regarding ATC. Since they've talked about LIC, they can talk about other options as well, na?
Yes, ma'am. So let's discuss few other points related to ATC. See, under ATC, not only the LIC, but in that, if you are paying for PPF, you are paying for Sukanya Samriddhi, you are purchasing ELSS, that is equity linked savings scheme, or if you are also investing in your, if you are paying that house loan principal amount, that is also the part of your ATC. Okay. And there is the maximum cap of 1,50,000 only. But remember one thing, under the new tax regime, there is no such exemption is available.
It was available only in old tax regime, everyone.
Yes. So I think
we are good to go, everyone. I hope this particular point is done in a good way. Everybody, you've got the idea.
See, under the current ratio, if you see the difference between current and quick ratio, there is the only difference that under current ratio, you include inventories, prepaid expenses while calculation. But when we calculate the liquid asset ratios, in that you are excluding inventories, prepaid expenses. That is only the difference.
Basically, under current ratio, you have all the current assets, and under quick asset ratio or asset test ratio or liquid ratio, that is the names of that particular ratio. 3 different names are there. That particular ratio states whatever is highly liquid in nature. Stock takes a lot of time to sell, and at the same time, prepaid expenses which are paid once. Till the time they don't expire, you don't get the money back. If I pay my rent in advance, I cannot go to my landlord and say, sir, I'm in dire need of funds. Can you give my money back? That cannot happen. So in this case, that particular money expires with time. You don't really get that money back. That is why these two are deducted. And what you have is your total current assets minus stock and minus the minus the prepaid expenses. Aarti ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's discuss that part of AS6 as well. They're talking about AS6. You never know. This has been asked in the examination because I saw some point regarding this. So let's talk about the basic formulas there as well. What do you say?
Oh, yes. So let's discuss I think, a depreciation only we need to discuss.
Right.
So,
the basic formula.
Oh, yes. But there is no such standard right now. But then also let's discuss the crux of that standard by taking the depreciation formulas. See, under depreciation, we have 4 formulas. Okay. One is your straight line method, in which you take the cost of purchasing minus if you have any scrap value divided by number of years. You can use that, or ultimately you can say the life. Then we have the WDV. In that, we take the balancing method, balance amount of asset multiplied by percentage, whatever rate they are giving. Then next is your units method. In this, you are not calculating depreciation as per their life. In this, you are calculating as per their usage. So under units of production method, in this, you are going to take the production. So how much actually you are able to produce, your actual production divided by normally what is your total capacity of that particular machinery multiplied by your depreciable value. Depreciable value is generally whatever the purchase price you have minus if you have any scrap value, you need to subtract that. So this is your third formula. Next formula, last one we have. But remember, under as per our Ind AS and AS, we have only this formulas. Okay. Last formula is your sum of digit year method. In that, what you need to do, you need to firstly add life of asset. Okay. Suppose life of asset is 3 years. So what you are going to do? 3 plus 2 plus 1. And with the help of this, you are going to calculate depreciation. So for the first year, you are going to charge amount into 3 divided by, this is 6 divided by 6. For the second year, you are going to charge amount into 2 divided by 6. This is what your sum of year digit method. So these are the 4 methods that you can use for calculation under your depreciation. Okay. So yes, I think we have discussed.
Let's discuss the point of contingent liabilities as well, ma'am. When we talk about the provisions AS29, which has been asked there, contingent assets, contingent liabilities and provisions. See, provisions is somewhere I know ki pata hai, this particular liability I have to pay in future. For example, for depreciation, you have to keep your money aside, and that is certain even. But when we talk about the specific area of the contingent assets, if I sued someone, I filed a case against someone, court case, and there are chances that I can win. This is contingent asset. But since this is not certain, I shouldn't be recording it in my balance sheet. It is shown separately in the footnote. Okay? It is not a part of your total in the balance sheet. And when we talk about the specific area of contingent liabilities, someone sued the company because they, for example, someone sued Coke. This was a particular actual real case that someone found a lizard packed in a cold drink bottle. this might have happened, right? When while the packing would have been done, that liquid would have fallen into the particular bottle and it was packed as it is. The particular person sued Coke for this particular thing. Now the point is, if he sued for 3 crores, till the time there is no chances that they are winning the case, or the court case has been given in terms of the verdict, the verdict has been given by the court, only then it becomes a liability. Till then, for Coke, it is a contingent liability, no matter whatever the amount would have been. They just have to disclose it as per the full disclosure convention. Okay, everything has to be told to the people. So in that case, they have to specify it. But this is a part of only footnote. Be it your Companies Act, be it your normal sole proprietorship partnership area, and even if it is of a banking company, even everywhere this part provisions contingent, वैसे तो the part of contingent assets and contingent liabilities along with commitments and guarantees, all these things are given as a footnote. They are not a part of your balance sheet total at all. That's covered under AS 29.
Yes. Yes. So I think we are done with the questions, ma'am.
Done then. Everybody, just let us know if there's anything else that you would like to share with us. There's so many bankers there. Please let us know your marks, or if you're someone who's preparing and who's yet to go for the evening shift, just let us know what kind of questions you want us to discuss with you before we leave. And if this session is helpful, please like the session, everyone, and share it among your peers. Our marathons are still available on the YouTube channel for all those people who will be going for the last shift along with the Chalisa. That means we are covering the entire syllabus in a quick manner there. So if you are looking forward towards the sessions, then kindly go ahead and check out our mini marathons as well as our Maha Marathon revision as well as our Chalisa. All these things are available. All you need to do is just go through the particular classes there in the playlist. Even you will find all our sessions that have been taken by ma'am as well as me. So please check it out on our website there.
Yes. Okay, so for all those who cleared their JIB, congratulations from our side. That's very great, great news, great news. Oh, wow. 62. Congratulations, congratulations.
Divya ma'am, are you a part of the paid batch? I think I have seen you in the sessions there.
Wow, congratulations, Nisha ji. Good, congratulations. So I think, ma'am, now we can discuss about the batches also.
Sure,
And
ma'am.
for
Go
all
ahead.
those who are actually cleared their JIB this time. So congratulations, and a very big news for all the candidates that now your aim is CIB, of course. Hana? So after this, what you can do, today only you can enroll in our batches, because under 24/7 already introduced our next attempt planner also. So what you need to do, you need to visit under 24/7 site in that JIB, CIB. If you're preparing now for CIB, what you can do, JIB, CIB, in this, you are going to see CIB June 2025. Now your target is CIB June 2025. In this, you need to click, and this is your increment batch based in bilingual language. This is your increment batch based on your English language. But we always suggest that please go for CIB Mahapack, because in this you are going to get the conceptual class also, you are going to get the revision classes, crash classes, everything for free. Means it is a one-time investment. And apart from that, you can see test series. We are giving online live classes. We are giving ebooks, videos, which are helpful so that you can clear your CIB again in your first attempt. Remember, for that, you can use buy now. And as you can see, right now, you are getting only 78%. But as you know, today is a very good day that you all cleared with a very fine colors. So you can use 2 coupons. Number 1, that is Y895, and next
Y541.
541. So these are the 2 coupon codes you can use, and you are going to get the maximum discount. Let's see how you can avail this if you type the coupon code that is Y541, okay, and you click on apply, see, you are going to get 80% off. Yes, that's the benefit we are providing you now. Because now you are cleared with your JIB. The next target is your
Congratulations, sir.
CIB. So enroll as soon as possible because we are providing you with this 80%. And remember the code that is Y541 or you can use Y895. These are the two codes. You can use it and you can avail 80% off. Remember one more thing. If you use the coin, which is available in your Adda 24/7 app, then you are going to get additional 1% off. These are the benefits we are providing you right now. Not only for our JIB candidates, but if you are our, or not only for our CIB candidates, but for our JIB candidates also, we have launched the batch for our JIB May 2025. As you can see, there are batches, okay, which is going to start from November itself. But again, we suggest you to please purchase this JIB Mahapack 2.0. Conceptual classes, crash classes, revision classes, any special classes, everything will be available free. So what you can do, again, you can visit to this, click on buy now. You need to type Y541. As soon as you apply this, you are going to get the discount of 80%. Again, if you use the coin, you are going to get 1% extra off. And the coupon code is Y541 and Y895. These are the two coupon codes. Okay, for 1% off, you can use Adda 24/7 app. So these are the details for your upcoming batches also. So please enroll as soon as possible so you can get the benefit of batches also, live classes. So
We talk about these batches in Mahapack. You will get from pin to an elephant everything of our batch, that is our recorded classes, live classes, ebooks, marathons, which we have conducted already. All these things would be covered. And all you need to do is you just need to use the codes by 541 or by 895 and you can get it right away. But everyone, these particular offers are for a very limited period. So please make sure that if you are looking forward to it and avail it right away.
yes, congratulations, Manoj Sahu sir.
Congratulations, Srinivas sir, as well. Everybody else, please keep on sharing before we end this session. What are the scores and how much we're looking forward to this examination? Chaliye then. Thank you so much for being there, everyone, and all the very best, the second shift and the third shift bankers. I hope we'll be meeting soon in the felicitation as well.
Yes. Thank you for joining, everyone. All the very best. Bye bye. Take care. And finally, congratulations for your AFM, PPB, IIFS. No issues. Surely you are going to clear your IIFS in your upcoming session, that is May 2025. Chali. Thank you, everyone.
Chaliye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Bye bye.